We are at the food court at the mall. This is the beginning of the chicken video. Cheap chicken versus expensive chicken, assuming I can find expensive chicken somewhere. So this is our first spot. There it is, Sarika Japan, the $10 double scoop chicken on rice, and we're gonna go get some. And this, my friend, is what you get for $9.26. Look at all that chicken goodness. 2 giant scoops of chicken, rice, and some vegetables. This is quite delicious. Let's have a taste. Let's take some of the broccoli with the chicken sauce. Much better broccoli than usual. I love it. Let's take part of the fried rice. Very, very good. Very, very good. Last of all, but definitely not least of all, let's partake in the chicken. Oh, saucy, flavorful, delicious. For $9.26, this is excellent, excellent value. Just plain delicious. Look at that juicy hunk of chicken. Absolutely delicious. Great value. Let's see if we can beat this with more expensive chicken later. Now that we've had the $10 chicken, we're going to go backwards this time and get the $6 chicken. This is from KFC, the Nashville Hot Chicken Tenders. Now, the meal is about $9, but the chicken by itself is about $6. You can see here a basket of chicken, 5 tenders, about $6, a little more than $1 per tender is the price. Get a closer look at the round of one of these things. The Nashville sauce is dripping all over the place, but thankfully they kind of have a bucket for that. So I'm going to dip it in the Nashville sauce and eat. The chicken itself, I think it's pretty juicy. It's slightly dry, but it's actually pretty tasty. The Nashville sauce is kind of like BBQ sauce, but it's a very hot BBQ sauce. Spicy, kind of the way I like it. The herbs on the chicken are actually pretty good. Look at that juicy chicken. It's actually white. It's pretty decent quality chicken. I really like that taste. I mean, this is definitely better than regular KFC chicken. Look at that white chicken. It's fresh. It's good. I definitely think they put a little more quality into these tenders than their usual KFC stuff. We're getting the sauce on there. Bite. Spicy, good heat. Really like the taste of the chicken. The amount you get for $6, 5 tenders, it's really not that much. It could have actually done better. Give them like 7, 8 tenders for $6. Definitely a little disappointed in the amount, but you know, whatever. Chicken tenders cost a lot these days for some reason. Unless you buy them at Costco and cook them yourself. But the herbs and everything that they put in this chicken tender, I think make it quite delicious. And it is a good deal for $6. Very, very tasty chicken. Cheap chicken. Definitely passes the test. Nashville chicken tenders from KFC. $6 chicken. I don't know if I would say it's on par with the $10 chicken, because the $10 you just got a lot more chicken for the $10, and they had the nice rice and the vegetables, and it was extremely delicious for the $10 chicken. But this has its own unique flavor. I think it's worth it for $6, and I think it's a pretty good value for $6. So tomorrow we're gonna go to the fancy chicken place and eat $40 chicken. That's right, people, $40 chicken. So we will see you then. We are at Flemings. You can see it behind me. There's a big storm rolling in, which is why I drove here instead of walked like I would usually do, because it's only about a mile away from my house. And you can see Flemings behind me. It's behind my head, so don't worry about it. We're here for the $40 chicken. Now, usually you would come to Flemings all dressed up and with a nice date, but since it's Independence Day tomorrow, I can't do that because we're supposed to be in the spirit of freedom. So I cannot be encumbered by idiotic worrisome and cumbersome clothes like suits, and I cannot be tied down with things like a date. So we are here by ourselves with shorts and a t-shirt, basically. Gonna go to this nice restaurant and eat some $40 chicken. So to begin, we have this awesome bread and these two kind of butters. We have the purplish butter with some seeds, and also just the regular butter, and we're gonna try both of them. We're gonna judge this on the chicken, of course, but you gotta try the butter and the bread as well. So here we go. So we have the white butter on some bread, and I put a lot of butter when I eat bread. It's absolutely delicious, and we're gonna see how this bread tastes with this butter. The butter is definitely more flavorful than most butters I've tasted. It does taste like regular butter. It's not the best bread I've had, but it's pretty good. It's warm, it's soft, has a crisp outside, which I like, and has intense wheat flavor in the bread. It's actually quite tasty. The butter's pretty good. But now let's go over to this more purple butter with seeds in it. Maybe it will be a little more flavorful. Let's have a taste, shall we? And see, I've covered the butter with this purplish kind of butter, and see what it tastes like. A very, very strong taste. Cuts through very sharp. It's a lot more flavorful than the white butter, and it's a very sharp contrasting taste with the bread. If you put a little more on the bread, I actually like it more than the white butter because it cuts through a lot more. More sharp, a little slightly sour, but also a very, very creamy taste. And a hint of sweetness in there too. I really like it. I really like it. It's excellent bread and butter. Definitely some of the better bread and butter I've had. Gonna finish off this whole basket. And then gonna get some chicken, and I also got some potatoes. So $60 altogether for dinner without tip. The chicken itself with the tip, with the tax and tip, it's gonna be about $45. So we'll judge the chicken then. All right, see you in a while. Just got the dinner, and we have the chicken. Look at it. It's glorious, isn't it? Great, great chicken. And also we have a side of Flemings to potatoes. The chicken is probably not enough for me for one meal, but we got some great potatoes with the chicken. So we're going to partake in both and see how it rounds out. We're going to have the potatoes, a taste of the potatoes first. I'll eat the entire chicken after the potatoes. So switch this around a bit, and we're going to have the famous potatoes. So let's see how they work. Besides, the potatoes have about twice the calories of the chicken. That's why I got it. I actually need at least 1,000 calories for dinner. It looks much more fancy than regular potatoes I have. Check it out. Dripping with deliciousness. It's hot. It's very buttery, fairly strong potato taste. It has a bit of a crunch on the outside, but I actually really like how they layered the potatoes, and how the cheese just is very, very succulent in the whole course of eating the potatoes. You can see this here, it's dripping just with cheese and oil and other condiments and oil. And all that makes it extremely delicious. But of course, the main course is the chicken. Can't have a chicken video without expensive chicken, can you? So, double breasted chicken, 2 chicken breasts. Use water to cleanse my palate. And let's dive into the chicken. Let's actually look at the stuff that's actually under the chicken. Got a couple of mushrooms and peppers. Let's see how this tastes. Excellent dressing. I can tell this chicken is going to be pretty good already. Let's cut us a piece and see how it tastes. We have a nice juicy piece of chicken here, and I've actually dipped it in the sauce, swirled it around a bit so the sauce is absorbed into the chicken. It's cooked just right. It's not dry, but very well cooked. The flavors seep right into the chicken, it's a very nice combination of flavors. I have a bit of the tomato and a bit of the vegetable kind of, sort of like vegetable kind of soup, kind of broth type of thing, seeping into the chicken meat with very tender chicken. This is all free farm, by the ways. All free farm, by the ways. It's just extremely delicious piece of chicken. So let's take another bite and we'll have another outlook on it. Here we go. Piece of chicken with a bit of mushroom. You have several different flavors in your mouth. The herbs are very nice. The outside is very nice. There's a slight crust on one of the tips. I really like that. And the tomatoes and the stew underneath it really seep into the chicken for flavor. So this is very delicious chicken, much better than what I would cook at home, obviously. But when you're paying $45 for 2 chicken breasts, it is what I expect. So this is very delicious chicken. Very good atmosphere, by the way, for the restaurant as well. And overall, I'm actually pleased by the experience. With this chicken, I like to have some of the stew parts on the chicken every time I eat it, because that's what makes the chicken truly delicious. The presentation, as you've seen, is also very nice. So, chicken away. Very satisfying taste of chicken. So, now since we have the 3 chickens, I'm going to finish dinner, and then we're going to decide which chicken was the best value at its price. All right. We just had the chicken. We're out the restaurant. I'm in my car. I would be doing this outside, except for the fact that it's raining outside. So after we've had the 3 chickens, which one is the best value at its price? I have to say, price wasn't involved. The Flemings chicken is by far the best chicken out of the 3. It's the freshest and has the nicest taste, and the presentation was the best. But you have to remember, it's a $45 chicken dish, whereas the Sarku dish was only $10 and the KFC was only $6. So overall, I would have to give the victory to the Sarku dish. $10, a lot of chicken, rice, vegetables. Just the $10 is enough to fill you up for a meal. With the Flemings dish, you can get basically 4.5 Sarku dishes. That would fill you up for 4.5 meals. So based on the price difference, I would say the best value for your money in terms of chicken would be the Sarku, or the $10 chicken, and I would give it the winner. But if price wasn't a factor, Fleming's chicken all the way, but the best value winner, the Sarku chicken. All right, that is this episode. Thank you, and join me again later when I do more food reviews.